Hey guys, Kevin here, and this is Purereviews, where I review all kinds of products. So if you are new to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button. And if you find this particular video helpful or useful, be sure to hit that like button before you go. Maybe leave a comment saying thanks. It really helps out the channel a ton, and I greatly appreciate it. So today's product is available on Amazon, and there is a link in the description that will take you to the product page where you can see the current price point, see if it's on sale, all that lovely information. But what is it? It is an architectural light, which is perfect for your office setup, or if you have a crafting table or a workbench outside in your garage or your wood shop or something like that, because it sends a lot of light over the desk surface where you are working. This is the box it will come in once you order it. It is by a company called Dexnump, and once you open this up, you're going to get all the parts and pieces. So first off, you're going to get an instruction manual that tells you how to operate it and assemble it. Everything is pretty straightforward, and we're going to cover that right now. You are going to get a baggie that's got some screws in it and spare screws, along with a screwdriver, and that is what you're going to use to assemble the light because it comes flat packed. And it's also going to have some rubber bands in it. So let me go over that right now. So first off, this little piece right here, the little light head, will just slide in. Then you will see it has a cord here, and the cord, if you use the rubber bands, will keep it all nice and organized. Along this part right there, you will put in the tiny little screw, and it will connect these two. Continue to have your rubber bands for cord management. And then down here at the bottom, you are going to slide it into the clamp. And so here is the clamp itself, and you can see this is where you will put the larger screw. Now, since it does have a clamp, that is why it is great for like a workbench or a crafting table. As you can see, this is quite large, so you can have a really thick desk or surface to clamp this on and make it nice and secure and bright. It also has some holes here if you need to utilize it for additional mounting or whatnot. But this is a nice setup, and because the way the light head works, the positioning of this, you can position it multiple ways. You can position it at like the end of a desk, and where both these are together and cast a lot of light down, or you can position it to kind of like the center of the desk, and then these little light heads, they basically continue to part in different angles. So you can angle them in a Y shape if you want, or you can angle them to their fully open, and this will really cast a lot of light on your desk surface. So from one end to the other end, it's approximately 32 inches, and that's going to throw a lot of light. So I like the flexibility that this allows. And then you can see right here on the top is where the controls are, so we can go over those features here shortly. Now, I want to touch on the brightness level. It does have 1200 lumens, and it only uses 24 watts of power if you are wanting to know those little features. Now, the top part is also made of a flexible silicone, so you can see you can angle it however you need. The only thing that I don't really care for is the fact that because this isn't running, the power cord isn't running internally, and with the rubber bands, sometimes when you angle it, you're gonna get little gaps. So just make sure whenever you position it to how you want, you go ahead and make sure this is all tight and looks good to what you wanna utilize it as. Now let's talk about lighting and the light quality here. So on the top, how you control everything, the first button you're gonna have is a power button. Simply press that to turn the device on. Next to it, you're going to see a little clock-looking button. That is just an auto-off timer. So if you're doing a task and you want it to automatically shut off, go ahead and just press that and it'll turn off. I never use the timer, honestly, because I could just simply press the button. Then you're going to have the icon that looks like a sun. So what is that doing? That is going to change the color temperature. It has 5 different color temperature settings, and it goes from that warm candlelight all the way to the bright white daylight sensing. So you have a lot of color options depending on how you're utilizing it in the space. Then you're going to notice you have another sun icon with a plus and minus. And what that is doing is that is going to change the brightness level. So once again, you're going to have 5 different brightness levels. The lowest setting is 10%, and obviously the highest setting is 100%, and yeah, everything in between there. Now, another thing it's important to note is the underside. So the underside has a nice frosted acrylic lens over it. And why I find that important is if this is on your desk and it's above your head, you don't want to see all the LED diodes because they become really glary and bright, where the lens helps diffuse that light and spreads it off, and it doesn't cause that glare and eye strain. It's just a little thing that I personally like, that I think that is important that it has that. I also don't notice that the LEDs don't ever seem to blink or flicker, which is also important because obviously flickering when you're trying to do a task can give you a headache and bother you. So that is basically the ins and outs of this task light that is perfect for a desk or workshop setup. If there is something that I didn't cover that you're curious about, feel free to hit me up in the comments section. I do typically respond to those. And that is it until the next video. You guys, take it easy. Later. Congrats, you made it to the end of the video. Thank you very much. Greatly appreciated for the support. Be sure to hit that like button on the video. It really, really does help out. And if you have not subscribed yet, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and hit the notification bell if you want to get notified when new videos come out on this channel.